Hello everyone, welcome to DevTech Minds. This is the 14th video on 30 days of Pandas series. So if you guys are learning Pandas for data analytics, this is a must-watch series for you. Today we are solving problem number 196, delete duplicate emails. So let us go through the problem statement. Firstly, we have this table. The table name is person. It contains only two columns, the ID and email. ID, which is the primary key, have the unique values, and each row of this table contains emails. So the email will not contain uppercase letters. So all the lowercase letters are present in email. It is a varchar type. So this is our data. And the problem is we need to write a solution to delete all the duplicate emails, which means that for every ID we might have an email. But for another ID we may or may not have a same email. So there may be duplicate emails for different IDs. Alright, so we need to write a solution to delete all duplicate emails, keeping only one unique email with the smallest ID, which means if there are, for example, for three IDs 1, 2 and 3 we got same email, we need to get the first one, which is ID 1. Alright, for SQL users we don't need to read this. For Pandas users, please note that you are supposed to modify the person in place, which means we do not have to create a variable, we have to directly change the values in the data. So after running your script, the answer is shown in the person table. The driver will first comply and run your piece of code and then show the person table. Alright, so the final order of the person table does not matter. So this is the input and the sample output. So here you can see the ID 1 and ID 3 got same emails. Now as 3 is a greater number, we need to get the smaller one. So we need to get 1 from these two, and then this is the unique value, which means we need to get 1 and 2. So this is how our output will look like. Now I hope that first thing that will come in your mind is that we need to sort the data. Why? Because data may or may not be ordered. We need to sort it by ID in such a way such that when we have duplicates, we can get the first value. So let us first sort the data. So we need to get the person table, person dot sort, just to sort the data. So sort values is the method. We have used it previously in our series as well. So sort values. Now we need to provide the columns. We need to use ID, and then we need to use in place equals true, because we have to change it in place. So in place equals true. Now with this our data will be sorted. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to simply use the drop duplicate method. So person dot drop underscore duplicates. Now we need to provide the subset. Subset is email. So from the emails we are going to delete the duplicate. We need to use the keep first as well, because we want to keep the first value and then we want to remove all the others that are duplicate. So keep equals first. It will keep the first value. So as we have already sorted it with respect to ID, first value will definitely be the smaller one. So that is the case. Another thing is we need once again to do in place equals true. Now I have already talked about what in place does and why and what will happen if we do not use in place, but I will let you know once again. If we remove this in place, the data will be changed but in a copy of a person table. So it will not be directly changed into person table. So what we have to do, we have to create a variable. We have to do something like we have to create person equals to person, which means that the person variable will change. But we do not want that. We have already done in place, which means that data directly is updated. Now we need to check our code, and you can see that the test result is accepted, and we can now submit our code. Alright, so our code is submitted and we got the correct output. So I hope you understood the solution completely, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.